are talking about getting up early. But what if you have other people living in your house? Don't worry, I have some tips for you. Stay tuned. Hello and welcome back to my channel. Now, last week I shared my New Year morning routine. If you are motivated by my early 5 a.m. wake up time, then this video is for you. Now, there's some great tips for moms, but this also works for husbands, significant others, anyone else who lives with you, pets. That'll work too. So let's get to it. The first thing I want to talk about is what happens when your alarm goes off and you wake up someone else. Maybe you moving around the house wakes up your children in the other room, or maybe just your alarm wakes up your husband who wants to sleep a little bit longer. First of all, let's talk about alarms. There are some alarms that are more gentle, quieter, some that even just vibrate, or it's natural light that wakes you up. Do your research if your alarm is waking up your bed partner. I have the birdsong alarm in the bedtime app on my iPhone, and it's very gentle. It starts off low and it gets a little louder, plus it's really, really pretty. I know that there are some ringtones and alarms that you can purchase if you don't have an iPhone, but look into something that works for you that won't wake up the other one in the bed. If you have children or pets or other people in your house that wake up when they hear you moving around in the house, then choose activities that you can do in your bed. You can get a book light and read. You can meditate. You can have your planner by your bed and get out that book light and plan. You can even watch TV if you don't have any other time to watch your favorite show. You can listen to a podcast, or you can watch YouTube videos on organization or motivation or whatever you want. What if the people in your house want you to stay up later? I have teenagers, and I don't know what it is, but teenagers are night owls and they like to talk and chat, and that's when they open up to me. So I try not to go to bed too early, but at the same time, I need my sleep if I'm going to get up at 5 a.m. If you simply let them know that you go to bed at such and such a time, that you're welcome to talk, you're welcome to be there for them before that, it'll make it a lot easier. And I really don't mind if my kids come into my bedroom while I'm reading before bed. They'll sit down, I'll put my book away, and we'll chat. Also, if you can't get to bed early, if you need to stay up, I know sometimes my kids have hockey until late in the evenings. If you can't go to bed at a decent hour to get up at 5 a.m., then don't get up at 5 a.m. because you'll just be tired. You need to have your sleep. Sleep is a priority. Adjust it, 5:30, 6, 7, it doesn't matter. Whatever you need to get your sleep. But if you're motivated to get up at 5 a.m., then have a conversation with the people in your home. And this next tip is for those of you who have little ones in your bed. Now, if it's a really little one, and maybe you're getting up multiple times a night to feed the baby, then there's no need for you to get up at 5 a.m. This is a precious time in your life, and you need the sleep and you need the time to take with your baby. So this video isn't for you. You can come back in 6 months or a year. But for now, just enjoy the baby years because they're my favorite. Now, if your baby is a little bigger and you're wanting to get up at 5 a.m., but you're waking him up, then maybe it's time to move the baby out of your room. You need to decide which is more important to you, having your baby close to you at night or getting up at 5 a.m. Now, this isn't a decision that I can make for you, so you'll have to think it over and decide which one is more important. But I think the big question for anyone watching this video, whether you're a mother or not, is why you want to get up at 5 a.m. I think it's a great way to attack the day and really get it off to a good start. And of course, I've mentioned this a million times before. If you want more information on setting a morning routine, you can read Amy Landino's book, Good Morning, Good Life, or you can check out her YouTube channel. On Wednesday, I will be back at my desk with my planner and lots of tips and tricks for you to use color coding in your planner. If you like this video, give it a big thumbs up. Let me know in the comments below what time you got up this morning. Subscribe if you haven't already. You can click here on my little face to do that, and you can watch these 2 videos. I think you'll like them, and I will see you Wednesday. Have a fantastic day and happy planning. Let's change. Blah, 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 blah.